Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I originally prepared a 2-hour speech, but I'm going to cut it down to about an hour and 59 minutes because it's hot. I want to start by saying that Pete, Lillian, Kathy, Anna, and I wish to thank all of you for being here today as we gather in joy to celebrate and share this day when Lillian and Pete become as one. Pete and Lillian, in their devotion to each other, wish to unite in the sacred bond of marriage and to dedicate themselves to each other's happiness and well-being as life mates and as partners. As Lillian and Pete already know, respect, trust, honesty, and of course love has always been the basis and peace in our family. These are the building blocks that have kept our family together. We know that Pete and Lillian will continue to practice these values as they start their own family. Today, the marriage is the most important day of your lives. It's a bold step that's not to be taken lightly as you move into an unknown future. It's risking who you are for who you can be. You stood apart, but today you come together to publicly declare your love for one another and to be united in marriage. Whatever words we say here today have no magical or supernatural powers. The power of these wedding vows is merely a reflection of a reality that already exists in the hearts and minds of both of you. Nothing I say or nothing we can say to each other here today will ensure a long and happy marriage. But, as I said, only your love, respect, trust, and honesty for each other, and your integrity to make your commitment real can make for a happy marriage. Marriage is a sacred agreement to love and support each other to the best of your ability. Marriage requires that you both work hard to help each other learn, grow, and prosper. You'll each learn to be more responsible for what you think and feel, what you say, and what you do. The level of your awareness and the willingness that you dedicate will go a long way towards making your relationship work. It is about looking at the big picture, realizing that arguments and conflicts pale in comparison to the deep and true love that you discover as you move through life and confront its challenges together as husband and wife. Pete, stop laughing. Not only does marriage take patience and understanding, it also takes time and hard work. You must be completely honest and willing to open your private worlds to each other. It requires continuous communication. Marriage takes the willingness to be wrong sometimes, even though you know that you are 100% right. Share in your decision-making, discover new things together, talk to each other. Always discuss matters together with an open heart and an open mind, and don't be hard-headed. Be prepared to feel bad at times, just to make your partner feel better. Always make each other laugh, each and every day, and every argument should end laughing. Recognize as often as you can how precious and unique you are to each other. As in any marriage, I'm sure that there will be disagreements and arguments. When that happens, try to understand your partner's viewpoint and talk it out. Give a little and compromise. Where's Kathy? Kathy. Kathy and Anna. You're to be congratulated on the part you have each played in raising Pete and Lillian. You have both nurtured Pete and Lillian with love and understanding. When times may get tough in your marriage, I know that they will call upon the values that you have instilled in them. Pete and Lillian are accepting a very mature and meaningful task in taking on this marriage, and although they have embarked on this marriage through personal choice, it will be enriched by the families from which they each come. I would like to ask the parents of the bride and groom to bless this marriage as well, and I'll start by saying that I accept Pete into my heart, that he might live from this day as my son, for he is dear and beloved to Lillian, and shall be so to us and our family. Anna, do you agree? And Kathy, I ask the same. I ask that you take Lillian into your heart, that she might live from this day as your daughter, for she is dear and beloved to Pete, and shall be so to you and your family. Do you accept Lillian into your heart? Lillian, hold Pete as a gift. It is in your love that he might find a greater understanding of himself. I ask that you see the good in Pete. You accept him for who he is, and to strengthen him so that he might realize his full potential. Pete, yeah, you. Hold Lillian close to you, to be honored, a treasure of the spirit. you are asked to grow with her in love. And in so loving Lillian, she might discover the vast strength and fullness of purpose that blesses you and everyone she touches. The rings?
No, Marty has it.
The wedding ring is a traditional symbol of lasting commitment and enduring love, a universal expression which is without beginning and without end.
Ready?
The ring expresses two other ideals, the ring itself apprehensible to hand and eye, and the center, less tangible, and yet with much meaning, because at the center lies love, on which the marriage must put its faith, and from which it draws its substance and inspiration. Hold on, Pete.
I'm getting hot.
He's hot.
I'm hot.
The center will hold as long as there is love. Okay, Pete and Lillian have written their own vows. Pete, would you like to read your vows to Lillian?
Absolutely. With this ring, I join my life to yours, not only as your husband, but as your best friend. I promise to always support you. Let me be your shoulder to lean on, the rock on which we rest, and be the companion of your life. In the trials and tribulations of life, I vow to leave no stone unturned, exhaust every outlet, and use all of my will to make your life as perfect as I can. With this ring, a symbol of my love for you, I ask you, will you be my wife?
I will. Good fit.
Lillian? Pete.
Thank you.
Are you okay? With this ring, I join my life to yours, not only as your husband. This isn't right. It's supposed to be wife.
Say wife then.
Not only as your wife, but as your best friend. I promise to always support you. Let me be the shoulder you lean on, the rock on which you rest, and be the companion of your life. In the trials and tribulations of life, I vow to leave no stone unturned, exhaust every outlet, and use all of my will to make your life as perfect as I can. With this ring, a symbol of my love for you, I ask you, will you be my husband?
I will.
May every desire you have for your love be fulfilled, and may you be given the vision with which to clearly behold one another, the listening with which to perceive one another most genuinely, and the endless generosity of spirit with which to nourish one another's soul and sweetly keep the promises you both made here today. Now, since you have publicly promised your commitment to each other for all time, I call upon all gathered here to witness that according to the laws of the state of New Jersey and the American Fellowship Church, you are now husband and wife. You may kiss my daughter, your bride, your wife. Okay.